The Monaco Grand Prix is one of the most historic races on the Formula One calendar, as well as having a one-of-a-kind week. Kimi Raikkonen, who retired from Formula One at the end of last season, has already declared his return, with the Iceman moving to NASCAR. Kimi Raikkonen announced his retirement from Formula One last season after an 18-year career, but the 42-year-old has already returned to racing months later. Hello Formula One lover, welcome again. In this video, we are going to reveal Kimi Raikkonen announces he's returning to racing this summer. So tune in to find out more. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video and hit the notification bell icon to get access on the newest F1 news. With that being said, let's begin. The adjustment will align the Monaco Grand Prix schedule with other events on the calendar, with race weekends being compressed in comparison to prior years to compensate for the hectic 22-race season. Media sessions are now held on a Friday morning prior to free practice as part of the new shortened schedule. Formula One decided to make the same alteration to the Monaco weekend as a result of this thinking. Given that the Monte Carlo race is the second half of a back-to-back race with the Spanish Grand Prix, this is maybe more welcome. As a result, the teams will have an extra day in the Principality to set up and prepare. Thursdays, on the other hand, are often a hectic day for those involved, with the drivers frequently having other media engagements. Instead of returning to Formula One, Raikkonen has confirmed his intention to join NASCAR, with the Finn set to make his debut for Trackhouse Racing Team this summer. Raikkonen's F1 career culminated in 2007 when he won the World Championship with Ferrari, edging out Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso by 1 point. During his career, the Iceman also drove for McLaren, Lotus, and Alfa Romeo, piling up 21 victories, 103 podiums, and 18 pole positions to cement his place in F1 history. Raikkonen is back in motorsport just 6 months after retiring from Formula One and will be back behind the wheel in a few months, driving the No.91 Chevrolet Camaro in the road race at Watkins Glen on August 21st. On Thursday, Raikkonen confirmed the news on Instagram, saying that Project 91 CEO Justin Marks persuaded him to join the project. "I wasn't planning on racing again," Raikkonen stated, "but Justin Marks came to my house in Switzerland and persuaded me that he was serious about putting together a top-notch program. This is going to be a lot of fun, but it's also something I'm going to take very seriously. I'm well aware of how competitive the NASCAR Cup Series is, and I expect it to be a significant task." Many people are unaware that Raikkonen competed in NASCAR during his 2-year break from Formula One. After leaving Ferrari at the end of 2009, Raikkonen had brief experiences in rallying and NASCAR before joining Kyle Busch Motorsports in 2011 to compete in the Truck Series on a limited basis. He returned to F1 in 2012 with Lotus. Raikkonen is the first driver to join the Project 91 squad, which aims to showcase the brilliance of racing drivers from all over the world. The 42-year-old, who has competed in 349 Grands Prix, will make his NASCAR Cup Series debut for Trackhouse Racing. On August 21st, the event will take place on the road circuit at Watkins Glen International. Raikkonen has already raced in NASCAR, having campaigned in both the Camping World Truck Series and the Nationwide Series in 2011. Those appearances took place between his departure from Ferrari in 2009 and his return to the sport with Lotus in 2012. Raikkonen also raced in rallying during that time. It will be the 21-time Grand Prix winner's first return to the track since his farewell appearance in Formula One for Alfa Romeo in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in 2021. Kimi Raikkonen will reunite with some of his former Formula One teammates at a charity football match later this month in the run-up to the 2022 Monaco Grand Prix. Raikkonen will compete in the Star Team for the Children event alongside Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Fernando Alonso in a team of F1 drivers against a mix of players and celebrities. On May 24th, the match will be staged at Monaco's Stade Louis II, with Oscar Damiani, a former Juventus midfielder, taking charge of the team of motor racing stars. Which F1 drivers will take part? The battle will include 14 current F1 drivers, including World Championship contenders Verstappen and Leclerc. They will be joined by Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, Lance Stroll, George Russell, Kevin Magnussen, and Mick Schumacher. Nico Rosberg, Mika Hakkinen, Felipe Massa, Giancarlo Fisichella, Robert Kubica, Stoffel Vandoorne, Nico Hulkenberg, Daniil Kvyat, and Jerome D'Ambrosio are among the drivers expected to compete. Kimi Raikkonen will compete in the NASCAR Cup Series round at Watkins Glen later this year, marking his first return to motorsport since retiring from Formula One at the end of the 2021 season. On August 21st, the Finn will race for Trackhouse Racing in a Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for the first time since 2011 when he competed in one Truck Series race and one second-tier Nationwide Series, now known as the Xfinity Series, race. Following his first exit from Ferrari, he took his final steps into American oval racing during the second year of his two-year exile from F1. Along with his efforts across the pond, he found time to rally with Citroën in the WRC. His two prior NASCAR appearances were in lower format on an oval at Carolina, thus his 2022 race will be not only his top-level Cup Series debut, but also his first time racing a NASCAR stock car on a road track. The move is part of NASCAR's Project 91 initiative, a recently launched initiative aimed at attracting more internationally recognized racing drivers to NASCAR Cup Series races. These international guest entrants will be the focus of the number 91 automobile. "I wasn't planning to race again," Raikkonen said of his return, "but Justin came to my home in Switzerland and persuaded me how serious he was about putting up a top-notch program." Kimi Raikkonen, the 2007 Formula One world champion and one of the greatest Grand Prix drivers of the last 2 decades, will make his NASCAR Cup Series debut in August for Trackhouse Racing at Watkins Glen International. Raikkonen was named the first international racing talent to join Trackhouse newly announced Project 91 on Thursday. He'll pilot Trackhouse No.91 Chevrolet, which will be led by Darian Grubb, the 2011 Cup Series champion crew chief and 23-time race winner. Raikkonen will be brought to the team's race shop in Concord, North Carolina, to prepare for the attempt. Raikkonen, commonly known as the Iceman, is one of Formula One's most successful drivers and one of Finland's best racers. Raikkonen won 21 Grand Prix races, established the all-time record for F1 starts with 349, and won the 2007 World Championship in a career that lasted from 2001 to 2021. The 42-year-old driver had not planned to race again after retiring from Formula One at the end of the 2021 season, but was persuaded to do so by Justin Marks, the owner of Trackhouse Racing. In a press release, Raikkonen said, "I wasn't planning to compete again, but Justin came to my home in Switzerland and convinced me how serious he was about putting together a top-notch program." Raikkonen will make his Cup Series debut at Watkins Glen, but it will not be his first time racing in NASCAR. Raikkonen made 2 one-off starts for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series and Xfinity Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway in 2011. Raikkonen came in 15th place in trucks and 27th place in Xfinity. In a team release, Justin Marks stated that Raikkonen's appearance at Watkins Glen will be Project 91's sole race in 2022. However, the company plans to extend the program in 2023 by bringing in more drivers from throughout the world. So what do you think of this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Having said that, as we have come to the end of this video, let us thank you all for staying with us until the end. If you found the video interesting, go ahead and hit the like button, and most importantly, if you want to stay updated on every single topic related to F1, you should consider subscribing to the channel and pressing the bell icon. See you in the next one. Until then, peace, and have a wonderful day.